So I played in an online old school Magic event this past weekend and decided to record all the matches. If you don't know what old school Magic is, then I'm not sure how you got here. To save time, just Google it. The event was MobstercoM, which was run by Mono on August 1st, which happened to be his birthday too. Happy birthday, thank you for your service. The format was self-unified constructed. People might be familiar with Team Unified, which consists of 3 people building a deck to play as a team. The 3 decks, when stacked together, must still be a legal deck. That means only one deck can use a Black Lotus, since that card is restricted to a single copy. Self-Unified's basically the quarantine social distancing version, where you build all 3 decks yourself with the same restrictions, and then play a random deck for each game of a match. I played 7 rounds of this event, recorded them, and starting from today, I'll try to post 1 match every single day. I don't know how to edit videos, so those will be pretty raw, and I'm announcing that I'm posting 1 every day for the next 7 days to force myself to actually work on getting 1 done each day. Also, this being the first time I've ever recorded any of my matches, I realized when watching back some of them just how many mistakes I made while playing that I didn't notice in real time. So this has been a great way for me to critique my own play and improve in general. I would never have had this opportunity if I didn't record it, and I didn't even realize that that's what would happen. Some mistakes are pretty painful to watch, but at least I can try to get better from all of this. You can follow and subscribe, turn on your notifications if you want to see each one of these videos as they come out. You won't get spammed by anything else because I'm not planning on posting anything else. The next part of the video, I'm going to talk briefly about what 3 decks I played. And then the last part of this video, I'm going to talk briefly about how I did. If you don't want to see what's in my decks before the matches, you can just skip the rest of this video. And I'll let you know before I tell you how I did if you don't want spoilers for that also. Okay, so now I'm trying to do this in 1 take. So hopefully when I learn how to edit videos, which I've never done before, I can put the decks on the screen now. Is this the decks? Is it still my face? I'm going to give future me a little bit more time since I'm likely a dum-dum. Hopefully it's on the screen now, otherwise I probably shouldn't be posting this video at all. The leftmost deck, Deck A, is a black-white prison deck with Underworld Dreams as the win condition. The middle deck, Deck B, is a green-based Eureka deck with a lot of nonsense, including Lich, Time Vault, Ollie from Cairo, and Arborea. The rightmost deck, Deck C, is a Lion Dib Bolt deck with a couple of ATOGs and related artifacts mixed in. The left deck is a slow controlling deck, but it should blank opposing creature removal due to me having no creatures. Disenchant effects will also be spread across 3 opposing decks, so even if they do have a lot in 1 deck, there's too many targets in this deck to hit, so the basic idea is to overload their good answers while stranding their bad answers. The middle deck is a pile of stuff. Who knows how this really works? Not even me. I've never played a game with it before the event, and neither has anyone else. Don't try this one at home unless you have a knack to eyeball how random piles of cards can actually play out. The right deck is definitely the strongest deck. It's a known quantity. A lot of people play Lions, Dibs, and Bolts. It's really the only deck that's trying to win with creatures of my 3. It's extremely fast, which also seemed necessary to finish rounds because my other decks do nothing and are kind of slow. Now, if you don't want to find out how the records of these 3 decks are before seeing the matches, you should just leave now because there's just spoilers that are left for the rest of the video. And I'm just going to sit here and you can just look for a while. So the last part was my record. I ended up going 4-3 overall, which is better than I thought. Many of the matches were great, including the very last one, which was pretty epic. The first deck, I ended up going 3-2 on, which is okay. The middle deck, Deck B, the crazy pile of stuff, ended up going 2-3. And as expected, that was the worst performing one. It was able to win twice, and actually I likely threw away one of the games to a misplay. So overall, I think it overperformed. I wasn't even sure I was gonna win a single game with that thing, So I was pretty happy with 2 and 3. The last deck, I actually ended up playing the most number of times. I ended up going 4 and 3. I definitely screwed up one game that I noticed, if not more. And I just don't play these aggressive decks often enough to have certain lines be natural. I think the deck was fine, but I kind of failed it as a pilot. So now I'm going to post the first match immediately after this video, and hopefully I'll be able to post one match every day without fail from now on. Enjoy!